President Biden, passing the buck somewhat, but admitting to being caught off guard. I served in the military, as I told you, worked at NSA in the intelligence department. So I know this is not being well received when it comes to the intelligence community. But do we know who actually dropped the ball here? Was it the intelligence community or the lack of politicians listening to the intelligence there?
Well, honestly, that's not going to be sorted out immediately, but I'm sure we'll learn more about this in the coming days. One of the biggest concerns that we saw was that we were hearing from intelligence officials that it could be 30 days or 60 days before the Taliban took over Kabul. And yet the U.S. continued on its path to withdraw. There were no changes. There are a lot of people criticizing that moment. And even when President Biden said that more time would not have made a difference, and he did not want to pass it to another president. That was one of his strongest arguments. He did not want to pass this war to a fifth president. There had always been intelligence saying that al-Qaeda could regroup from the moment the U.S. pulled out within 2 years. That the expectation was a lot longer than what they're expecting now because Kabul fell so quickly. But even at the best estimate, it was going to be 2 years, and then al-Qaeda could still regroup to become strong enough to try to launch attacks against the United States and the West. So in a sense, even with this withdrawal, there was always a big probability and a big possibility that this could be passed on to another president or to President Biden a couple years down the road.
Yeah, just the quickness of the takeover is what caught him off guard, and he admitted to being caught off guard there. Biden also sharing some of the blame, some of it going to his predecessor, of course, former President Trump, and former Afghan President Ashraf Ghani, citing his lack of will to fight being partially to blame. How are those statements being received?
I'm sorry, what was your question?
The blame that Biden is kind of passing around to other president, President Trump, saying he's partially to blame. Also, talking about the former Afghan President Ashraf Ghani and the military there, basically not standing up and fighting for themselves, saying that there was a lack of will to fight.
Well, there's a lot of blame to
Yeah, go ahead. I'm wondering how that those statements are being received.
Well, in Afghanistan, there's a lot of blame, but there's a lot of heartache right now. I mean, there's just a lot of concern about what's going to happen next. I was at the Pentagon yesterday, and one of my colleagues is from Afghanistan, and she told Pentagon Press Secretary Kirby, she says, Ashraf Ghani needs to be accountable to his people. She says, this is my flag. She had the Afghan flag on her mask, and she said, this is my flag. And now there's a white flag with black writing on it. They took my flag. I'm a female. She was a female journalist. I have many rights over these last 20 years. What's going to happen to me and people like me now? And it was just heartbreaking to see her go through this. Clearly, Afghans are blaming the government. Where is Ashraf Ghani is a big concern that Afghans are saying. And they're also blaming the Americans because the Americans said that they were going to with them. And yet, Americans did put in 20 years. But the way that the U.S. withdrew, the why has fully been stated. And I think that the president has made it incredibly clear why he wanted to pull out. You can agree, you can disagree, but he made his point there. The how is the problem now. Looking at those images of Afghans standing on a U.S. military plane that's taking off, looking at those images of people rushing the tarmacs, trying to get away from the Taliban. At the time span of how quickly the Taliban was able to take over the country and the United States, we don't exactly know how many airstrikes the U.S. conducted against the Taliban. I asked the press secretary yesterday when he repeatedly said that the Afghan forces were conducting more airstrikes than the United States. And I said, why? Why was that? Look at the size of their Air Force compared to our Air Force. Why was there not more done? And he basically told me that Monday morning quarterbacking wasn't helpful, and that as the United States was withdrawing, that meant that it had less airplanes and less people and less feasibility to conduct these strikes. But that will be something that I believe will be looked at in the future as history writes this story. Why wasn't there a better plan in place for the United States to help protect its forces, at least through the August 31st deadline that it had set and that the president had set, because clearly we're not even through with August yet. The withdrawal is not even supposed to be technically done at this point, and right now the focus is on evacuating Americans and evacuating our Afghan allies.
Yeah, some up to 80,000 people at estimation that are still left over there from interpreters and everybody that helped out with the mission over those 20 years. They probably feel abandoned right now. Hopefully we can get them out safely. Real quickly before we let you go, because this mission started because weeding out terrorism, and now there could be a fear that that could take place once again. How is the Pentagon addressing that?
Well, General Mark Milley spoke to lawmakers on Sunday, and reports are saying that he made it clear that the Taliban could come back. The Taliban has been working with al-Qaeda. They've been marrying into families. It's been a very close-knit situation between the Taliban and al-Qaeda, even though the Taliban was saying that it was breaking with al-Qaeda, it wasn't. And so his concern is that now that there's this space governed by the Taliban, who is friendly with al-Qaeda, they could reconstitute even faster, and there could be potential attacks on the West. But the U.S. military and the Pentagon did reiterate yesterday that it does have the ability to strike al-Qaeda and to strike terror groups. There are a lot of terror groups in Afghanistan and Pakistan, about 20 of them. So they say that they still have a counter-terror fight to be fought, and that they will be able to fight it effectively. We will have to see what comes next.
Yeah, and you heard Biden with those forceful words yesterday, warning the Taliban if they don't keep their word there. By the way, breaking news, U.S. military flights have resumed at Kabul's airport, so we'll see if those evacuation efforts continue there. Carla Babb, we appreciate your time. Voices of America's Pentagon correspondent, we appreciate you for joining us on Start Your Day this morning.